Well, hello then. Welcome to the Mindset Alchemy podcast. I'm Janine Kathleen, and I adore helping you understand what the energy of your words, your thoughts, your feelings, and your emotions help you create in your life, where you use them to assist yourself and where you use them to steal from yourself. Because people, this is what we do. In my journey, there are times when I really, really wish I'd known what I know now then. It would have shifted things, changed things. And when I look back at it, I come to understand I actually did know. I was just unaware of what I knew and how to use it and where to apply it. My question to you today is, what calling are you ignoring? Where is your soul speaking to you and asking you to do things? Where do you have a knowingness, like a whisper inside of yourself? And what is this whisper calling you to do? What is this whisper asking you to step out towards? Can it be scary? Oh, absolutely. Can it be confusing? Definitely. The challenge is when it's confusing, normally ego is getting into the mix. When you have that inspiration and then the doubts hit, the inspiration is your soul guiding you. The doubts are your experiences that you've had, other people's points of view, and definitely our wonderful and incredible ego whispering, let's stay safe, let's avoid this, it's dangerous, it's going to cost us. Well, it may cost you anyway. And sometimes that price is very much bigger than when you go, all right, well, let me explore it. Let me understand that maybe there are people who can help me, possibly people that can guide me. What if that person is inside of me? And allow ourselves to explore and say, well, if it looked like this, what would I get to do? If it looked like that, what can I explore? This is what I help clients do. We explore the options, we explore the possibilities, we explore what is aligned with what they are experiencing at that point in time, because there are many paths forward. There's a better path, a best path, and a good path. And I'm uncertain of who said it. The point is, they said many times, good is the enemy of great. And when we are prepared to and willing to allow ourselves to hear that calling of our soul, hear the whisper inside ourselves, and go and explore it, it is really, really amazing what happens. I know when my children were younger, I had several nudges around various things, and it was when I listened to it, I was always grateful. When I didn't listen to it, I look back with deep regret. It would have saved so many times. To give you an example, I avoided calling my children stupid. And I would say to them, that's a stupid thing to do. The sad thing is, they just heard the word stupid. They were unavailable to hear the proviso. This has led to challenges that they are currently dealing with. And I'm very proud of them for stepping beyond their parents' limitations and into their lives and the way they're moving forward. For myself, I went and I looked back at this and I went, okay, where have I, in inverted commas, misheard what people have said, what I've been hearing, what my parents said? What was the limit that was created there? And energetically, where is it preventing me from following the calling of my soul? When I hear and listen to my divine team, it is just so incredible how they so elegantly and gracefully lead me forward, allowing me to make choices and have options. This is what I do with clients. We listen, we hear, we explore, and it to me is so fascinating how the limits come up. And when we're aware of them, we go, but that's silly. I can move beyond that. Well, Yes, we can move beyond it. It's to be aware of what we're moving beyond. And we do that through keeping our eyes fixed on where we know we are being called to go. We allow for new beginnings in our life. We bring forward new creations because of the awarenesses we are having, because we are able to interpret the whispers that are coming forward, or you invite somebody like myself to assist you in interpreting those whispers. In this way, you dream a new world into place. You bring forward a way that is more aligned. It brings more ease. Yes, there may be hard work. The difference is the hard is easier because you know where you are going. You understand it's part of building capacity, of developing strengths, of letting go of weaknesses, maybe hiring them out, seeing if they really are a weakness or if that's just a belief that we have. I also see that people say, oh, I can't do that. Well, what would it look like if you could? And it actually becomes one of their strengths. When we go, okay, that is a weakness, what do we do to release it? Where do we focus on the strength rather than on the weakness? Again, this also creates new beginnings because it creates trust within ourselves. It creates us being able to move forward in a way that is expansive. Now, very often when people hear about new beginnings, they go squeak and they feel unsafe. When we take things step by step and we build our capacity and we expand our comfort zone, yes, we get jolly uncomfortable doing it. The important thing is to check in with how safe do we feel. When we feel unsafe, we check, is this ego? Is this past experiences? Or is it a signal that we are going too fast and it'll crash and burn because the capacity and the foundation is a little bit shaky or shoddily built? Now, when we can understand this, we get to understand that the energy brings forward a new beginning built on a foundation of solidness, a foundation of experiencing things so that we do have the experience and of being able to move forward in a way that, okay, I feel I may require a little bit more capacity here. Oh my goodness, I can step there. Something that I really appreciated being shown was where I could turn stumbling blocks into stepping stones to mine those treasures from the triggers. Triggers can come in the way we think, the way others think, the way we remember things, the way things are brought forward to us. They can come from trauma responses, and they are a gift to us to say, it's done. Where do I grow beyond it? It may trigger again, and that's okay. We grow again. We build greater capacity. We create at a deeper and more expansive level because we know we've overcome that response. We know previously we've been able to work through it, around it, and with it. And as we do that, we're able to step on that stepping stone rather than stumbling over it. And it's this that builds the capacity, the knowingness. We also become aware of what to avoid. Remember, what we resist persists. And many times when we avoid things rather than dealing with them, we get to deal with it over and over again. Once it's done, when I say we know what to avoid, where we understand that certain people may belittle our dreams and our way forward, we get to, it's not so much ignore them as to release their point of view from our life. It just becomes an interesting point of view. If it has little value for you, if it's triggering you, deal with the trigger. Understand where your value is, what you value, and where does it fit in with what you value. Because remember, many times people are there to show us what we are truly thinking deep inside ourselves. So are they belittling us, or are we speaking to ourselves through their voice, mirroring and projecting our very real parts of life? When we gather this information, it sounds so overwhelming. What I love is it just seems to roll. It allows us time to recognize it. When things flood us and seem to overwhelm us, sit down with your pen and paper and say, this is the feelings that are coming into me. What do I do with them? Where do I go with them? And are they even mine? Do they belong to others? Because I'm moving forward, because I'm building capacity, am I picking up on other people's doubts and fears, taking them on as mine? If so, return to sender with love and consciousness attached. Because even if they are yours, they come back to you with love. They come back to you with consciousness. And it can be a feeling from the past. It can be a feeling from the future. And guess what? You get to help yourself from this point, this perspective, at a very deep energetic level. So, to sum it up, awareness is key, because when we are aware of what we are thinking and what we are feeling, when we understand, well, we're not really feeling it, we are having a feeling of. And when we bring it in, you can integrate that feeling and carry on playing with it over and over, or you can say thank you and move forward. What I'm saying is, when we step into awareness of what those limits are, when we step into the awareness of where we are choosing to go, we are able to create beyond the limits so that we are able to reach that dream, reach that future, and like I do for myself, say, what's my best choice now? What is the best choice now? What do I take action on right now? What's for later? What's for tomorrow? And what is for someone else, either to take on because it's theirs or to assist me with? When we become clearer with ourselves as to how deeply we can trust ourselves, what we're creating, and when we have a knowingness and we listen to that inner whisper of our soul, we are guided along the better paths, the best paths, and life just falls into place like miraculously, magically, and absolutely beautifully. I would love to hear what came forward for you. Please pop it in the comments if you're on YouTube, or else reach out to me on social media. My contact details will be in the show notes. Have a beautiful and glorious day. And remember, those stumbling blocks are actually stepping stones for you to move towards your greatest success. Have a beautiful and incredible day. Bye-bye.